So my name is Matthew Bailey. I'm the co-founder and director of CYSAT. So CYSAT is the European event about cybersecurity for the space market. The third edition will take place in Paris on April 26th, 27th at Station F. Well, in 2020, we had this idea of creating the first European event about cybersecurity for space because we saw a lot of things happening in the US on the other side of the Atlantic, but really nothing was happening in Europe. Nobody was moving. So we were a startup at the time and we said, why not being the first? Why not go and be the pioneers and launch the first event in Europe about cyber for space? So we had the first edition in 2021 online during the pandemic. But we had great support, people saying, yes, it's such a great idea, we need this in Europe. So 2022 was the first edition on site in Paris, and we had over 450 people. So we have big plans to grow even bigger for 2023. What is the goal of CYSAT? Well, the goal of CYSAT is to increase the level of maturity of the space industry regarding cybersecurity. Today, there is no real security culture in the space industry like you can find in the financial services or in medtech. So we need to change that. And to do that, we propose to have an annual event called CYSAT, where all the professionals, space professionals that are interested and concerned about cybersecurity can meet to learn, so about the best practices, to share their experiences about how they can secure their own space systems, and also to network from a professional business point of view. So that's why this is how we envision CYSAT being the annual rendezvous of the space industry for cybersecurity. We're calling for the entire ecosystem to come to Paris to share and learn about cybersecurity. So obviously the industrial leaders, the big companies, the primes, Airbus, Thales, OHB, and so on, and all the value chain, all the subcontractors active on the subsystems, on the IT infrastructure, but also the agencies, obviously ESA, USPA, CNES, DLR, and so on, and the startups, all the startups, either space or security, and also the universities that are working with students on security projects for space missions. We want everybody in Europe to come to CYSAT and to Paris next year. The key topics for 2023. Well, 2022 was really the year that was marked by the attack on the Viasat infrastructure by Russia. This was really a game changer because we see a state, Russia, attacking a commercial player. So I think what the industry is worried about is how to secure commercial missions. So we really want to focus on that. And commercial missions usually, as I said, smaller platforms, off-the-shelf components, cloud-native mission control systems. So we're going to focus on these key topics for commercial players at the next year's edition in Paris. So what's new in 2023? Well, we're going to take into account the feedback we got from the 2022 edition. So we're going to provide more opportunities to network as space professionals and also more demos. We're going to move away a bit from the slides, from PowerPoint, to really show what is concretely available today to manufacturers and operators to secure the systems. More demos and more network. That's going to happen in 2023.